notes, so then when we go out and shoot, you know what to do.
One step forward, two steps backwards, yeah. And much you're a lover who don't use.
So if you guys couldn't tell by the little mini intro, today I'm going to be dropping some behind the scenes footage of my maternity photo shoot, which was so incredibly magical. But not only that, I'm gonna show you guys how I prepped my hair for the photo shoot. And I'm also going to be recreating that hairstyle as well as the makeup look that I wore the day of the shoot. So this is gonna be a get ready with me, a much needed get ready with me, because I haven't filmed one in a while. Now, I am really excited about today's video because I did partner with Herbal Essences on a portion of today's video. In fact, for the past month, I've been trying out their brand new volume Orange Blossom shampoo and conditioner, and I cannot tell you how incredible it feels to have a new staple beauty product in my routine that actually works. So if you guys want to get in on that feeling, I will have all info listed down below as well as direct links to shop these products. But we'll get into it. Let's not jump ahead. If you guys aren't subscribed, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, like this video, and let's actually have a conversation. Let me know what you think of the looks, the hair, the makeup down below in the comments. And with that being said, we need to get into the shower and we need to wash his hair. So let's get started. So I'm kicking off this get ready with me with my hair routine because I don't know what it is, but something about clean, fresh hair instantly makes me feel more confident. Am I the only one? Let me know down below in the comments. To cleanse my hair, I am starting off with Herbal Essences brand new Orange Blossom shampoo, which I've been using for the past month. Let me tell you, this is a new product that's a staple in my beauty routine. I love that it's infused with a blend of orange blossom, green tea, and silk extract. I am applying a generous amount of this, working it up to a really nice lather starting at my scalp, because as I've said time and time again, healthy hair starts with your roots. So I'm really getting in there at my scalp, and whatever product I have left, I'm just working it through the ends of my hair. One thing I find to be great about Herbal Essences is that their products are PETA cruelty free, dermatologist tested, and color safe. So you know you're getting a quality product at an affordable price point, which you know we are all about on this channel. To add some moisture and shine back into my hair, I am following up with the Orange Blossom conditioner. I find that it's best to use both the shampoo and conditioner together for the best results. Not only are they meant to clean your hair, but they give your hair amazing volume while adding lightweight nutrients your hair needs to thrive. At this point, I take some time to really rake the conditioner through the ends of my hair, so that way I don't have to spend so much time detangling my hair out of the shower. You know, gotta work smarter, not harder. If you guys are interested in checking out this new line from Herbal Essences, I'm gonna have a direct link down below for you guys to shop. I'm telling you, you're gonna wanna get in on this hair routine with products that work for you every single time. Okay guys, so now that my hair is squeaky clean, I can jump into styling. Now I will be using a detangling cream here by Herbal Essences. I'm gonna take about a dime size amount of this, and I'm gonna start from the ends just to detangle. Now the conditioner did a really good job detangling my hair in the shower. As you guys saw, I did a lot of finger combing, and that's just something I typically do because my hair tends to get pretty knotty. So I'm doing the same thing just with a detangling cream, and this stuff works incredible on my hair. So I'm just going to take whatever I have left and run it through the roots. Then I'm going to take my wet brush and I'm going to comb through my hair. I like to hold my hair and then just kind of comb the bottom here. Wow, I feel like I haven't done a hair tutorial in so freaking long, but it's kind of nice, right? I should do them more often. But I'm pretty much gonna show you guys how I get my signature wave, which is, wow, so highly requested, especially over on Instagram. Now that my hair is nice and detangled, I am gonna go in with a little bit of heat protectant before I actually go in and blow dry, just because blow drying is heat. I wanna protect my hair from any excess heat damage or anything like that. So I will be using the Herbal Essences Heat Protectant Spray. This too has argan oil and aloe in it. So I'm gonna give it a good shake and spray it all over. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna section off my hair, and I like to start here at the nape of my neck. And then I'm just gonna clip it out of the way so that way I could start drying. Just gonna clip it off. So the hot tool I'm gonna be using to blow dry my hair today is the Dyson Airwrap with the round brush attachment. I know this is pretty pricey, so I will have some affordable options listed down below in the description that I really like. Ulysses actually got this for me last year for my birthday, so it was such an awesome gift, and it works incredible, and I really love the way it like blow dries my hair. I feel like it does it pretty fast. So I'm just gonna turn it on and we're gonna get to drying this bottom section. Actually, we're gonna get to drying my entire head, so I'll probably speed through it and play some music. Let's be real. You guys, we really need to take a moment for this hair. It's so shiny, so soft. It also has so much volume. Like, look at that. Now, don't get me wrong, this is definitely a rough blow dry because I am going to be going in with a curling iron to style my hair for my maternity photo shoot. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of the Herbal Essences Heat Protectant with argan oil and aloe. I always do this. I always apply it when my hair is damp, blow dry, and then right before I go in with my curling iron, I'll spray a little bit more to really make sure my hair is well protected, because we do not want heat damage over here. So the way I like to curl my hair is I like to start from the back and then work my way forward, just so that way as soon as I do a curl, I can toss it to the back. Now, what I'm going for today is definitely more tousled waves. I'm not going for anything too structured, so I'm gonna take about mid-sized sections like this, and then I'm gonna take my Babyliss Pro curling iron. I'm not entirely sure of the size of the barrel, but I'll figure it out, and then I will list it down below in the description for you guys to shop. But I'm just taking it, curling it all the way around. Now, this is a clamp curling iron. I find that my curls last a little bit longer whenever I use a clamp curling iron as opposed to a curling wand, but that's just me. So I'm gonna hold it here for about 15 seconds, release, and you're gonna see how pretty the curl is. So this is pretty much what we're going for. I'm not worried about the ends being too curly because they will die down throughout the photo shoot. So just going to repeat these steps all over my hair. And this is pretty much what the hair looks like, you guys. I am high-key, low-key obsessed. I definitely recommend that you guys check out the Herbal Essences Orange Blossom Shampoo and Conditioner, because look at this volume, look at this shine. I definitely want to get up and show you guys what the back looks like because I think it's so gorgeous. So that's kind of what we are working with. Definitely a lot of hair, a lot of volume. We are serving looks, people. We are serving looks. So with that being said, I do want to jump into the makeup. Again, I will have all products that I use from Herbal Essences listed down below, as well as the hot tools and things like that. So make sure you guys check that out. And let's get into the maternity makeup. So let's go ahead and jump straight into the makeup. I did already do my brows off camera. I use the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 4.5, simply because brows are very personal. It's either you're into more of a structured brow or a boy brow look. So I just decided to do my brows how I've been doing them as of recently, which is more of like that structured brow. I'm now gonna go in with some of the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer, which is one of my personal favorites. This one here is in the shade Macadamia. I'm gonna take it on this Real Techniques number 308 brush, and I'm just going to take it all over the lid to act as an eyeshadow primer. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with one of my Bobbi Brown shadow sticks. I did talk about this in my Best of Beauty favorites, so if you guys haven't seen that, I'm gonna put a card right up here so that way you guys can go and check it out. But I pretty much ran through all of my favorite products of 2021, and the Bobbi Brown cream shadow sticks were in there. The one that I use for my maternity shoot is Taupe. So I'm gonna take this all over the lid, and I'm gonna buff and blend it out. This is going to be my base for eyeshadow. The next product I'm gonna go in with is this palette here from Makeup by Mario. It's funny because a lot of the products I'm using in today's video were featured in my Best of Beauty favorites. So you guys are kind of getting like a little mini demo of a lot of these products in action. But this is the Master Mattes. This is definitely one of my staple eyeshadow palettes. I love it. I take it everywhere with me. I love that there's a variety of different mattes within this palette. I'm gonna take this shade right here. It's kind of like a yellow tone brown, and it's one of my personal favorites to act as more of a transitional color. So I'm going to take it on a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to start rocking it here in my crease. This is also going to set down that cream eyeshadow. The reason I went in with cream and then powder is for longevity purposes, because I knew I was going to Houston, Texas. I really wanted my makeup to stay on. I wasn't sure if it was going to be cold or hot. It ended up being like a really good in between. So my makeup held up very, very nicely. So then I took shade 4 and shade 5 right here. I mixed them together on the same brush, so I didn't switch brushes at all. And what I did is I started taking this eyeshadow and I started tapping it right here in the outer V to really start smoking out this look here. Now, I didn't go too crazy with my eye look. I definitely wanted to keep it very soft, like that soft glam that was really timeless. I wanted to be able to look back on my pictures 10 years from now and say, look, your makeup was really, really pretty, but it wasn't overly done. So I did go for something that was very like soft glam, timeless, and pretty. The next thing I did is I went in between this dark brown and also this warm brown here, so matte 6 and also matte 8, and I took it on a brush like this. This is a Morphe M507. It's one of my personal favorite brushes for like precision blending. I feel like I always say that, but if you have not tried this brush, I just have a question. What are you waiting for? It's definitely gonna change the game for you. It's so small and precise that I'm able to place the color exactly where I want it and also blend at the same time, which is incredible. So I'm taking this and I'm just lightly intensifying this color in the outer V, and I'm bringing it in my crease as well. Now, because I was going for an all matte look, I definitely wanted to go in and carve out a little bit of lid space just to brighten up that very inner part. So I took a little bit of the P.Louise Base 2 and I just tapped it out all over the lid, just so that way I could again have a very like clear lid space. Then with a fluffy brush, I just kind of tapped it out and blended it into the matte eyeshadow. I feel like this step is super, super important. You want to take your time and just really blend out that base, so that way you have a really nice seamless blend from your lid color to the matte eyeshadow. And then at that point, you can go back in with your outer V colors, your matte brown eyeshadows, and then just kind of tap, re-intensify, and then lightly start to buff it and blend it into that eyeshadow base. So for my actual lid color, I did use the Patrickta 4 Eyes eyeshadow palette, and I took this shade right here. As you can see, it's kind of like a matte white, but it has like a hint of shimmer to it. And because I have that eyeshadow base there, it's going to stick to it really, really nicely. So I'm just gonna use this to brighten up the inner part of my eyelid. It's like matte, but it has like a little bit of shimmer in it. It's really, really pretty. Again, that's from the Patrickta 4 Eyes eyeshadow palette, and I did also mention that in my Best of Beauty favorites. Then I'm just gonna take my brush and I'm lightly gonna dust it off of the brown, so that way it doesn't look like too ashy. So another thing I did is I went in with this cream eyeshadow here from the same Patrickta eyeshadow palette, and I used this to start my wing. And I did end up tracing it with a black eyeliner from Milk. because my eyes started to water that morning. I really wanted to do a really pretty smoked out brown liner, but since my eyes started to water, I needed some reinforcement, and that Milk eyeliner is incredible. It's like almost waterproof. So I use that to kind of clean things up. So my camera actually wasn't recording, but I did go in with the Milk Hydrogrip primer to prime my skin before foundation. Typically when I finish my eyes, I do skip over lashes until the very end, especially if I'm doing like a photo shoot or if I have an event or I have somewhere to go, just so that way I can avoid getting powder in my lashes and things like that. I always like to wait till like the very end. So let's jump into foundation. The foundation that I did use for this photo shoot is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I was using the shade 5.5 then. Recently I did switch back to the shade 4.5 because it is a little bit lighter. So it's a better match for me during the winter months. So I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge, dip into it, and I'm gonna start in the center of my face, start working my way outwards. And this is just going to be the perfect foundation to even out my skin tone. I will personally say, if you have not tried this foundation, it's definitely worth checking out. It's such an incredible formula. It looks so incredibly beautiful on the skin. It's almost like your skin, but better. And it photographs beautifully. You can see going on, it's covering up my hyperpigmentation, my sunspots, my blemishes, a little bit of acne that I have here. It really is a gorgeous formula. Now my concealer of choice was the Lancome Idole Ultra Wear All Over Cover Concealer. I do wear the shade 215 if you guys were curious. I talked about this again in my Best of Beauty Favorites, and one thing I really love about this concealer is that it's very hydrating underneath the eyes, and it's also extremely lightweight, but it gives me just the right amount of coverage. So that's why I opted for this concealer. Plus it's light, but it's not overly light. I really wasn't going for like an overly highlighted look or anything like that. I feel like this shade for me personally is perfect underneath the eyes. It blends out really nicely. And again, it doesn't look too white or overly highlighted. To set my under eye concealer in place, I did use this palette here by M.A.C. This is the Studio Fix Sculpt and Shape Contour Palette. I did mix this peachy tone shade with a little bit of the banana to set my under eye area. I really didn't take many powders with me because I was traveling and I had a checked bag, so I didn't want anything to break in transit. So I just decided to take one palette as opposed to a bunch of other things. And this worked out really, really well for me. The powder I use for all over my face is this one right here by Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in the shade number 2. This is so beautiful on the skin. It's gonna set everything down and in place, but it's not gonna make my foundation look overly cakey or anything like that. My skin is still gonna look like skin at the end of the day, and I feel like that's really big, especially when you are taking photos. So I'm just going to press this into my skin to set it all down and in place. So for bronzer and such, I am gonna jump right back into this M.A.C palette, and I'm just gonna take a big old fluffy brush and I'm gonna run it across all 3 shades here. And I'm gonna use this to add some contour and some definition to my face. I feel like this is also very important when you are taking photos. And I am gonna go in with a bigger brush as opposed to a smaller brush because I want this to be nice and diffused. I don't really want any harsh edges or anything like that. I'm also gonna take like an angled brush and just run it on the sides of my nose to add some definition. I'm not gonna go in and do a crazy nose contour because I feel like that can kind of look weird in pictures sometimes. So the blush I used on my shoot is this one right here by Patrickta. This is the Double Take Cream and Powder Blush in the shade Do We Know Her? So I'm gonna take the powder peach shade here, and I'm really gonna go ham, and I'm going to add it to my cheeks. And the reason I say I'm gonna go ham is because sometimes when you're taking photos, you wanna go a little heavy-handed just so that way the makeup shows up. If you go a little too light-handed, you're not really gonna see it in pictures. Now, another thing I did this day is I did go in with the cream from the Do We Know Her Blush Duo, and I popped this directly over top of the blush to really intensify the pigment. Like I said, you wanna go a little heavy-handed with your blush, just so that way it shows up in pictures. And this also helps out with longevity, which I love. So let's take a little mini break from the face and finish off the eyes. I'm gonna go back into the Makeup by Mario palette, and I'm gonna take the deeper shades, and I'm gonna use this to smoke out my very lower lash line. Now I'm just gonna take a little bit of my MAC Extended Play Gigablack Lash Mascara, and I'm gonna use this to coat my lashes with the falsies. And I only like to take this at the base of the lash, by the way. I don't take it all the way to the tip because I feel like that makes it look a little fake, but that's just my opinion. So let's talk highlight, because believe it or not, I did go in with a highlight. I use this right here by Dior. This is the Dior Backstage Glow Face palette in the shade 001. I love this shade right here. So I'm just gonna take it on an ABH brush, tap off, and then I put it right here, more so like on the apples of the cheek, so that way when I smiled, you can see a little bit of glow there, even though the Patrickta cream blush is really giving me all the glow. So I'm gonna finish off the look with the lips. I did go in with my Milani lip liner in the shade Saucy Toffee. This is the perfect mid-tone brown. If you guys don't have this in your collection, it's super affordable, and I think it goes with almost any and every nude lip combo if you are of my skin tone. So I'm just gonna use this to line my lips. Then for actual lipstick, I'm gonna go in with Nude Kate by Charlotte Tilbury. This looks incredible on the lips. It gives the lips such a beautiful shine, and it looks incredible with this lip liner. Then the final thing that I did to lock my makeup down and in place is go in with some setting spray. This is by Milk Makeup. This is their Hydrogrip setting spray. So I'd absolutely be lying if I said I wasn't high-key obsessed with everything in this video, from my herbal essences, shampoo and conditioner, to my hairstyle, to my makeup, to the outfits, to the behind-the-scenes footage of the maternity photo shoot. I really hope you guys enjoyed seeing a sneak peek of that, and I hope you guys enjoy the photos that I will be posting over on Instagram. Make sure you guys are following me over on the gram, because I will be dropping all of my maternity photos over there. It was so much fun to do this. Honestly, this is unlike anything I've ever done. I've never actually paid for a photo shoot like this. I've never done a personal photo shoot, so it was a little nerve-wracking, but I love the outcome. I love how everything came out, and I'm so glad I was able to partner with Herbal Essences on a portion of today's video. So if you guys enjoyed today's video and you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, drop me a comment down below. Let's have a little conversation, because it goes a long way and it really helps out my channel. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and until next time, I'll be sure to catch you guys all on the next one. Deuces, guys.